A week later, questions burn. Hospital report adds new twist. Saif's friend did hospital paperwork. Accused father makes big claim. Father, not my son in the CCTV video. Accused CCTV and image mismatch. AC duct auto ride recovery questioned. India today pieces together the puzzle. Saif attacker mystery.
This has become like a Bollywood thriller. There are many unanswered questions at this point of time. And are some being economical with the truth? And if so, why? We will explore some of these answers. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As always, let's get started with the headlines on 5 Live. High drama at the Waqf JPC meeting. 10 opposition MPs suspended over ruckus. Suspended MPs claim high-handedness by JPC chairman Jagdambika Pal. Aam Aadmi Party MNA Amanatullah Khan's son goes on a VVIP rampage, threatens Delhi police after being caught for rash driving. BJP hits out at Arvind Kejriwal, says Apada threatens not just the common people, even the police. Pro-Khalistan backers disrupt the screening of film Emergency. India condemns the disruption, demands strict action by the UK government, says freedom of speech cannot be selective. Tragedy strikes Maharashtra Ordnance Factory. 8 killed after an explosion. Roof collapse and aftermath. Many injured. Donald Trump faces a pushback against his end birthright citizenship order. US court blocked executive order. Trump says he will appeal against the judgment. Our top focus story on this special broadcast is the mystery surrounding the attack on film star Saif Ali Khan. He was stabbed 6 times. 2 were deep cuts. But the mystery continues to deepen. There are new questions. There are multiple discrepancies that are now emerging. And now, a medical report from the Lilavati hospital has surfaced. The report was filed just as the actor was being admitted after being stabbed. And this report from the 16th of January has now introduced another character in this puzzle. The report says that it was a friend, Afzar Zaidi, who got the actor admitted to hospital. But this is not what the doctors said. This is not what was initially said. Initially we were told that it was his toddler son Taimur, barely 8 years old, who rushed Saif to hospital. That's what the doctors had said. And then the doctor said that Saif Ali Khan was bleeding profusely. He was brought in an auto rickshaw by an auto rickshaw driver. Saif Ali Khan's statement has been recorded. We get you details. But is there more to this case than meets the eye?
Questions, loopholes and twist after twist. The Saif Ali Khan stabbing mystery continues to unravel. This medical report from the Lilavati hospital from 16th January has raised more questions about the events that unfolded. The document mentions Afzar Zaidi as the person who got the actor admitted to the hospital after the stabbing attack. It also says that Saif was admitted at 4:11 am. Sources say that Afzar Zaidi is a family friend who was called by Saif's family to handle paperwork at the hospital. He founded celebrity management firm Exceed Entertainment in 2005 and has represented major Indian actors like Hrithik Roshan, Priyanka Chopra and Saif himself. He also co-founded the apparel brand House of Patodi with Saif Ali Khan. The details about Afzar Zaidi add further to the mystery surrounding the stabbing attack on Saif. Initial reports say that it was Saif's elder son, Ibrahim, who took Saif to the hospital in an auto. Then one of the doctors at Leelavati Hospital declared that a bleeding Saif walked in like a lion with his 8-year-old son, Taimur. Police also corroborated that it was Taimur and male staff member that got Saif in an auto to the hospital. And now the hospital report names Afzal Zaidi as the man who got Saif admitted to the hospital. A week after he was stabbed at his own home, Saif Ali Khan's statement has been recorded by the Mumbai police. He has told the cops that him and Kareena were in their bedroom on the 11th floor when they hear their son Jay's nanny scream. Both Saif and Kareena rushed to Jay's room and saw a stranger standing there, who then attacked Jay's nanny. Saif then held the attacker and overpowered him, losing grip only after the accused stabbed him multiple times on the back and neck. Saif says that his staff then took Jay out of the room and locked in the attacker. Meanwhile, the police custody of attacker Shariful Islam has been extended till January 29.
We have objected to the length. Already the investigation has been done regarding the weapon and everything. Everything has been done. It has been clearly stated in the court that the investigation related to the accused is over. Therefore, further police custody is not required. The investigation regarding the inquiry and the CDR and other things for which the accused custody is not required.
India Today has tracked down Shariful, alias Vijay Das' father, who claims that it is not his son in the CCTV video.
যে ছেলেকে অ্যারেস্ট করছে সেই ছেলে আমার, কিন্তু ভিডিও ফুটেজে যে ছবি দেখানো হচ্ছে সেই ওই ছবি ছেলে আমার না। কারণ আমি আমার ছেলেকে দেখেছি, সে তার বয়স 30 এবং সে দুই পাশে চুল রাখে এবং উপরে একটু বড়, তা কিন্তু সে ওই কপাল ঢেকে ওই চোখ পর্যন্ত এই ধরনের চুল সে রাখে না।
The police say that Saif's stabbing is a straight case of robbery gone wrong, but different versions emerging. There are big questions that continue to burn. With Vidya and Divesh Singh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
This just doesn't seem to add up, and we have crime specialists who are joining us on this broadcast. We'll talk to them, but what are some of the burning questions at this point? Who admitted Saif to hospital? Initially, the doctors said it was Ibrahim, then they said it is Taimur, and both are toddlers. Now, the written document names an Afzal Zaidi, that it was a friend who admitted Saif to hospital, and we are told that he himself has said that he was called in much later by the family just to do paperwork, and this paperwork was done 2 hours after the attack. Why was no senior family member available at the hospital hours after the attack? Is there CCTV footage of Saif either leaving his building or being brought into hospital? Because none is available in public domain, and the police strangely are tight-lipped about this. There's another question. Why was Saif admitted to the Leelavati hospital more than 1 hour 41 minutes after the attack, when Leelavati hospital is barely 10 minutes away from his house? Have Saif and Kareena, and now Saif in his statement has said that both he and Kareena were at home, have they identified the accused? The attacker apparently, and this also doesn't add up according to police personnel, the attacker, instead of running away, lurked around there. He was hiding in the garden and bushes in the same locality. Why? Why was Saif rushed to hospital in an auto rickshaw? There's no clarity on the knife that's been found or the last piece of the knife that's been found a week after the attack. Also questions on the CCTV images that the police released initially and the accused who's been taken into custody. There's a total image mismatch according to the lawyer of the accused. Now, is this criticism valid? The police, of course, say that they are trying to piece together every bit of information that's coming in. They've taken in the accused, they've got Saif Ali Khan's statement, and now they're looking for corroborative evidence. Let's also take a look at the latest updates that we are getting in the Saif Ali Khan case. The details we know is that after jumping the boundary wall on the rear side of that building The attacker used a duct pipe to reach the first floor and then used a staircase to reach the 11th floor of the building. That is what the police claim. Police say this was the route used by the attacker even to exit the building. Why was he not spotted by the security? Where was security? Mumbai police sources also say that the attacker went to Patvardhan Garden bus stop after the incident, where he went off to sleep. He slept there for 3 hours. Then he changed his clothes near the Bastion restaurant in Bandra and then took a train to Dadar. Then he went to Worli. He got a haircut to change his look. Of course, the father of the accused says he's had exactly the same look for the past 30 years. Saif Ali Khan's son, Ibrahim Ali Khan, has reacted to his father's health. He was spotted making an exit post-workout when he was asked about Saif's health. He did not reply, he just nodded and moved on. Mumbai police has deployed 2 constables in 2 shifts outside the Bandra residence of actor Saif Ali Khan after the knife attack on the 16th of January. CCTV cameras and window grills are now being installed in this area as part of renewed safety drill. The Mumbai police probe into the recent attack on Saif Ali Khan is also under scrutiny. Maharashtra Congress President Nana Patole has questioned the credibility of the investigation and called for clarity on whether the arrested suspect matches with the person seen in the video at all, or is the Mumbai police arresting just anybody in this case so that the pressure is no longer on the Mumbai police, or is there a massive cover-up as is being alleged by some? More details coming in. Major revelation made in court as the accused Shariful Islam was presented before the magistrate in the Mumbai court. The investigating officer told the court that the facial recognition and identification of the CCTV video of the accused is yet to be done. Questions are being raised about whether the CCTV video and the images of the accused that were initially released, whether there is a face match, because the lawyer of the accused says there's an absolute mismatch. They are not the two same people. Now this adds to a new layer in this entire investigation. The mystery has further deepened in this case, and I want to bring in India Today's Divesh Singh for more on the story. So Divesh, have the police jumped the gun on saying the person who's been arrested, Shariful Islam, is the accused who was initially seen on CCTV camera images? Because the lawyer of the accused says the faces do not match. The father of the accused says they are not the same people.
Well, Gaurav, the defense lawyer did say that they suspect that this is not the man who attacked, Shariful is not the man who attacked Saif Ali Khan. But remember, there's a primary fingerprint report that has come in, and which shows that the fingerprints taken from Saif Ali Khan's son Jahangir's room, from the bathroom door, from the duct, from the pipe and the stairwell wall, which was used where he had kept his hand, these fingerprints match with that of Shariful Islam. Second thing, the cap recovered from the crime scene, it had hair strands. That cap has been sent for forensic analysis and will be matched with Shariful Islam. The blood-stained clothes of Shariful Islam, which he was wearing, which had blood stains of Saif Ali Khan, those clothes have been recovered. The knife, the third part of the knife, which was missing, which was not there on the spot, that has been recovered after interrogation with the accused Shariful Islam. He led cops to where he had thrown the knife, the third part of the knife. That has been recovered. Now there is mobile triangulation data. The mobile phone, there is a mobile phone being used by the accused, and there is a mobile triangulation data, dump data, it is also called dump data, which has been recovered from the mobile supply agency. And that also proves Shariful's location at the same building at the same hour when the attack took place. So these are some of the pointers that police have also put in pointing that this is Shariful Islam. And remember,
Well, this
Gaurav,
very clearly would indicate. Stay with me, Divyesh. Stay with me. We have two crime specialists joining us on this special broadcast. I have Dr. Vikram Singh, former Director General of the Uttar Pradesh Police, joining me on the broadcast. I also have Yashovardhan Azad, former Special Director of the Intelligence Bureau, with me on the broadcast. And Dr. Vikram Singh, if you were to look at the evidence the police have been able to put together, from bloodstain match to fingerprint match to recovery of the attack weapon to mobile phone triangulation, this is an open and shut case. But overall, are there loopholes in this case, from the motive to CCTV images not being there, to the attack, to the recovery, to the spectacular recovery that actor Saif Ali Khan has made?
Good evening, Gauravji. Good evening, Yashoji. I would say that the Mumbai police was caught on the wrong foot initially. They said they had been able to track one history sheeter at Prabhadevi immediately after the 16th January violence. Well, if they had tracked it, was it a lie or is this a lie? And in the police law, the Bharati Sakshya Niyam does not allow any such confessions as admissible in a court of law. But as they say that they recovered the third piece of the weapon on his nishadehi, or his pointing out. But the motive, there are three theories that are going. I could go on and on, pointing out the infirmities in the investigation.
Yes.
Is it a conspiracy? Is it a cover-up? The cover-up is very much there. Was it Ibrahim? Was it Taimur? Or was it Afsar Zaidi? Who was it and why cover-up? Then 4 male servants there, unconvincing that somebody like Guru Sharnam, you don't have any help. And what about the local security who was supposed to, even if there's a dog bite in a society, the society takes pains to call 112 and call the ambulance. Nothing like this happened.
Yes.
Was there a cover-up that started right away? Then the person goes to the hospital at 3, admitted at 4:11 a.m. Then the wounds that are there are 4 lacerations. And there are 4 lacerations. Somebody says he entered like a lion. Others, the auto wala says he went on a stretcher. Then it is said that after such an injury, if agreed that the weapon of offense was able to penetrate the muscle and was almost touching the vertebral column, then a person is not able to walk for at least 30 days. He's either on a wheelchair or on a stretcher. He does not swagger and then goes home. These are the infirmities on the complainant side. On the police side, I wish they had given a better
let's take this step
account.
by
Even a
step.
blind man
You
can
pointed
say
out various...
that the photo on the CCTV...
Sir, you've pointed out multiple points, and these are questions that are genuinely being asked almost across the country. Yashovardhan Azadji, your take on the conspiracy theories, your take on... Initially, it was said that Saif Ali Khan was so badly injured that he had to be taken in on a stretcher. He's extremely critical. And 4 days later, it's with a swagger that he walks out. What do you make of it? If he was injured at 2 o'clock or 2:30 or 3, he's only been taken to hospital at 4:11 or being admitted at 4:11. Auto rickshaw driver says he was on a stretcher. Doctor says he walked in like a lion. Does it add up?
Well, Gaurav, whether he walked in like a lion or like a lamb, the investigation remains the same. See, there are inconsistencies arising out or being thought of because of the fact that he's a star. So many of the things have happened, because of the compulsions of being a celebrity. For example, calling Zaidi. Zaidi could have, need not have come in that same auto. He could have come differently to do the paperwork at the hospital. Many of us do this. That's number one. Number two, there are many inconsistencies. For example, in the house of Saif itself, there are no sufficient CCTV cameras. It's surprising that in Bombay, where people are used to these old kinds of thieves who used to oil themselves and go through the ducts and go through high-rise buildings, that you have a window without grills. It's shocking. Then you have a celebrity who does not have a PSO at night. That's again shocking. And he doesn't have a driver 24 hours to take him. Now, these, I agree, are inconsistencies. There are more that in a high-profile rise buildings, you have these security guards who don't see anything on CCTV. They come and sleep there. But Gaurav, this is a fact. In many of the high-profile buildings, the security actually is very, very lax because those security guards come and sleep there because they are working during the day also.
Okay.
These are the issues which you had faced. Now the issue is there are four things actually in the line of investigation. Number one, is he the same guy? Yes. As you said, the AI tool, the facial recognition software has been used, and it has matched the face out of those thousands of places in where public he has been seen. So that is one thing which we have to see against a naked eye.
Okay.
Number two, there are actual evidence of prints, the hair DNA analysis, and mind you, even after triangulation, etc., there is still that identification parade which is going to be done,
Yes.
whereas those witnesses who have seen him will identify him, right? And as Dr. Vikram Singh said, उनकी निशानदेही पे वो जो चाकू का तीसरा part मिला है, that's a very important part of evidence because, that is an actual evidence that because it has been found there. So there are two parts of this, Gaurav, and I'll explain it. That one is, let me sum up by saying that the parts of the investigation seems to be well done.
Okay.
I don't think there should be a problem with that. But yes, the inconsistencies will remain. Now, for example, the last inconsistency which you said about the doctors, some of the doctors say that if the weapon, the impact of the weapon has not exactly been on that vertebrae or the spine or the nerve, then yes, it is possible that he can come out in 5 days. Some say that we don't know exactly the point of impact, it will be different. So these will remain, but the line of investigation, I think, is right.
Because especially if the Mumbai police is claiming that they've been able to match fingerprints, they've been able to recover a part of that knife, that in fact is clinching evidence. But there are multiple conspiracy theories, and Dr. Vikram Singh, I want you to shed light on these conspiracy theories that are doing the rounds in Mumbai. There's one conspiracy theory that says this could well be a PR stunt. There's a conspiracy theory that says it's an insider job. It's a random person who's been arrested is the third conspiracy theory. Where do you stand on this attack mystery? That could this be, just a PR stunt for an upcoming film? And God forbid, if this is something like that, it would show the Mumbai police and the hospital in rather poor light, sir.
Let me tell you, Gauravji, that 2 + 2 is equal to 4. Had this been as well as that, well, I wish it were true that way. But the way everything bungled, starting from the police to the society security to material concealment of facts, Afsar, I would be very satisfied if Afsar name had cropped up on the day one itself. He did not come up. Then the mismatch between Ibrahim and Taimur.
Yes.
Facial recognition software, what my learned colleague is mentioning, the police did not, and the APO did not mention this in the court of law. He said that we are still to match the facial recognition features.
Yes.
Whereas to the contrary, there's another reputed newspaper channel which has said that there are 5 mismatches: the eyebrows, the nose, the lips, the chin. And I'm a last one, and I hope I'm wrong, if the police has not compromised or contrived or manipulated the confession and other evidences, because I've known very many high-profile cases being bungled up by the police itself. And in this case, I have my reservations. Why was the IO changed? In high-profile cases, you take pains to have a continuity of investigation and not to change the investigating officer midstream and in the middle of the battle.
That's
and
a very pertinent point you raise. That's a pertinent point you raise. The opposition is raising this, Mr. Azad, in Maharashtra, since the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis is also the Home Minister, asking why was the investigating officer changed unless the need of the hour demanded change of investigating officer. And you know to prove a case in a court of law, everything has to match up from motive to recovery of weapon. Is this in your appreciation, and since you've dealt with cases all your life for 4 decades, is this a watertight case so far?
Well, let me say that the change of officer is very simple reason I can give you, because the night officer who was there is basically for the night duty, and therefore the best officer of that police station has been given this investigation. I mean, even I have done it as an SP, and even Dr. Vikram Singh Saab would have done it. I would say that I would look ahead at 3 parts. Three. One, I do think Saif acted as a real life hero apart from real life hero. I think the more important point right now is look at the national security implications of how Bangladesh is just coming and are committing these acts. It's time that we started a massive drive for eviction. And the third most important thing is that the investigation now has to be backed up with solid evidence,
Yes.
which needs to be done by a team of lawyers. And lastly, the most important thing is that the Mumbai police must have a now network with these various resident welfare associations
Yes.
to look into the security and coordinate their security in such buildings.
Gentlemen, for joining me here on this India Today special broadcast. Many thanks, Dr. Vikram Singh and Yashovardhan Azad. As always, many thanks.